and I'm just gonna get a quick drink and then we'll get started. And gathering together your properoos. I have a pillow. I have a chair. We're not going to use the chair until later. We're going to do a flowing waterfall towards the end of our practice that I think will feel awfully nice. So I'm just going to scooch my chair off to the side. I have my pillow, have it around. It's kind of nice to just scatter your stuff around, I think. I have an eye pillow and an essential oil. Been really into this root chakra aroma land. There's so many different brands of oils, but this one has like cedarwood and clove bud and rosewood and frankincense. It's pretty neat. I just like this one. I'm just gonna pop those over here. I have 3 folded blankets, and I highly recommend having blankets, having other pillows, whatever you have around. I'm just gonna pop these off to the side. I have a bolster. Not everybody has a bolster, but you can use different pillows, especially I feel like couch cushions work good as bolsters. Same with I have a block. Again, not everybody has a yoga block, but you can have just the more couch cushion, maybe a couple couch cushions or um even like little throw pillows, those can work too. So just have the stuff you have and make it work how you do. And we're actually going to begin tonight standing, and we're going to allow the weight of the day to just slough off of you. So bouncing a little in place. I'm going to adjust my camera a little bit because I'm going to move my arms some. It feels so nice to kind of bounce and shake, shaking your leaves. You can flick your fingers. Oh, we're even gonna do a little dry bathing, a little kinyoku to get the day off of you. And so taking 2 fingers, these are your sword fingers, take them to your shoulder and go to the other side. And you can do the insides of your arms, and you can make a noise. See, we're already doing our little mindfulness kid stuff, making little noises. And from one shoulder down to your hip. Very nice. And then bringing your hands up, you can kind of lift onto your heels and then tamp down and flick your hands back. And you can envision that anything that's weighing on your shoulders or that's on your back is just sloughing off. And then shake things out and come to stand with your feet a comfortable distance. And let one hand come to your belly and the other hand to your heart. You've shaken off the day, kind of cleared it away. Take a few deep breaths. And let your eyes soften and find a smile, smiling into your experience, smiling into the difficult parts, offering them love and compassion, offering yourself compassion for your human experience. A deep breath and let it go. And then let your arms come down to your sides. You're gonna reach up and bring down the heavens, letting your hands sink down in front of you. I also refer to this as the organ wash, washing your organs, washing away the stress of the day. rinsing yourself in healing light. One more time, reaching up and rinsing down. Try to embrace lightning. Turn in one direction, reach your arms out, and kind of draw your front arm across. Kind of hovers across your arm, across your body, opening up and lower your arms down. Turning and reaching your arms out, and then it's like you're pooling lightning. You're pooling this bright white healing light through your arm, across your chest, through your heart, and out to the other side. And it just shines this beautiful light through the meridians in your arms and your chest, opening up. One more time. And then let your arms come down. Roll your shoulders up to your ears. Back down. Let your elbows bend, your wrists move around. You can go one direction and then the other. Really do big bear too. Open up your arms, making fists, and then round forward. Let your elbows come in towards your belly, getting a nice cat cow sort of stretch. One more time. Opening up and rounding forward. We're going to open back up. Make yourself big and give yourself a big hug. Wrap your arms around you and just nice squeeze. Breathe into the space between your shoulder blades. And then open back up. And let your other arm come on top as you give yourself that big hug. Open yourself back up and let your arms come down and catch your arms, shake out your feet, and let's get ourselves ready for floating star. I'm gonna take your, well, I'm gonna turn this down a little bit so you can see me better. And that'll be better. I'm gonna take your maybe it's a couch cushion, maybe it's some kind of a bolster. This bolster has a little bit more kind of stiffness to it. You could stack some pillows, that's fine too. But what you're looking for is a bit of an angle for your back to be on so that you can have that openness in your collarbones. Then you're going to take two blankets and I'm going to fold the blankets again. So I'm getting kind of a big fold and a big roll. And what's going to happen is each of these big rolls is going to go under a knee. There are a few other ways that you can do this, so I'll show you those as well. But one way is to have kind of each knee supported. Make sure that you have enough support under the back of your head. I have this extra blanket here, a little bit of height under the back of your head. Have your blanket to cover up with. Maybe you have your eye pillow handy. And just like this is one way to do it. Again, having that support under the back of your head, and you can just kind of get there however you do. And you're like a star because your arms are going to release down, sort of opening up, and that could feel good. Maybe you have to adjust your tailbone, or allow for a little bit more support under the back of your head. Whatever works here. Now, another way to do this, if you have extra blankets, extra pillows, something else that you could do would be to take a blanket and kind of fold it lengthwise and place a pillow on top of it. And then your legs rest on those supports, having one on either side. And I have a little teeter-totter back here, but I don't have that capability right now, and that's quite all right. You might, and if you do, go for it. Otherwise, making sure you have nice supports under your knees, even giving yourself a little bit more height under your knees is not a bad idea. Getting yourself to a comfortable place so that you can recline and have this openness through your chest. I'm going to take the back of my blanket and roll it up just a little bit. And then I'm going to take my glasses and place them off to the side where I won't smush them. I'm going to take my eye pillow. And I'm really into my aromatherapy. Usually I wait till the end to cue it, but I'm just going to take a little bit of that right now because I like it a lot. And you can always apply as much aromatherapy as you want whenever you want it. And getting a few nice whiffs of that, and maybe applying it to all your shoulders. Your shoulders need a little squeezer. Your belly, your hips, and just be sure you've got yourself nice and comfy. And then covering up your eyes, wiggle your body around, and then just allow yourself to soften into support beneath you. And if you're up too high, you can lower your upper body. Actually, it might be up a little too high. Hopefully, you've got yourself where you want to be. So important to listen to your body. Get yourself to a place that feels good for you. That's better. And as you arrive, take a nice deep breath and let it go. And see if your breath wants to dive down into your belly. Filling up as you inhale, and then allowing your belly to relax as you exhale. And listen to the oceanic sound of your breath. Your inhale, inspiration. And each exhale, expiration, letting go. relaxing your nervous system, getting a gentle opening of the meridians running through your arms into your chest. And expanding, relaxing your heart and your lungs. Each breath massaging your abdominal content. Each exhalation relaxing you a little bit more. to deepen your breath. And before we come out of this posture, I'm going to do a little movement called flowing namaste. Move your wrists and ankles, your fingers and toes, and then bring your palms together in front of your chest. Reach your arms up overhead and then open your arms, bringing your hands down in front of you and back into that namaste. Kind of and draws a line through your body, opening your arms, bringing your palms back together. And you can play around with this however you interpret it, wherever your arms want to go, and you have some obstacles around you, and that's okay. Drawing this little line through the center of your body, with your hands. You reach up behind you and come back down, maybe making semicircles, turning palms together, and reaching back up. Let your hands return down, and your eyes have a covering over them. Keep them closed as you gently remove it, because it's brighter than you imagine. Bring your chin down to your chest, elbows come towards the ground, and slowly roll your way. Continue rolling forward, finding a forward fold over your legs. Taking a few deep breaths. You could always bring a pillow with you to rest your chest on or to hold on to. And slowly bring yourself back up. Remove the blankets from underneath of your knees. Stretch your legs out. Bring your arms in front of you and point and flex your toes, move your wrists and ankles. And we're going to make our way into tabletop. And take your time getting there. I'm going to also place one of my blankets on the ground under my knees. I'm going to lengthen it out because we're going to have the option of resting swan. So it's basically pigeon facing the earth. If that is not something that appeals to you at all, that's totally fine. We'll give the option of coming onto your back also. I'm going to bring my bolster and a pillow out in front of me. I'm also going to take one of my blankets and roll it up And with this roll, I'm going to have it at an angle where the right side is higher than the left side. So it's kind of at an angle there. And from there, coming into tabletop, curl your toes under and sink your hips back to get a stretch from the bottoms of your feet. And then bring your knees together. Stretch your right leg behind you. Press into your heel. Getting a nice stretch through your Achilles tendon, your calf muscle. And then bring that foot between your hands. I'm just going to press that out of the way for a moment. Getting a stretch, kind of a lunge stretch through your leg. And you can play around with this however it's appropriate for your body, taking your time, pulling forward and back. Now this rolled up blanket, this little Tootsie Roll blanket that you have here, eventually your hips will land on it. Still just finding that pulling forward and back. And then if it feels good to you to find pigeon facing the ground or resting swan, walk your right foot over to the left and your hip comes to meet that blanket. So your blanket's balancing out your pelvis a little. You could always place more height under this as well. And then bring your bolster, pillow, whatever it is in front of you and start to come down over that. Now, if this is not going to work for the variety of reasons, it might not work. You can come onto your back and cross your right ankle over your left knee into pigeon, facing the sky. Rock a little from side to side. You might have a wall hand, and a wall is also great for a pigeon. Bring your ankle across and then place your foot on the wall and just rest there as well. So different ways to do this, and whichever one you select, make sure it feels good. If it doesn't, change things up. Well, I like the one with the leg on the wall. That's a good one. You found yourself, if you're in pigeon facing the earth, maybe your head is resting on the pillow, the bolster, taking a few nice deep breaths. If you're in pigeon facing the sky, you're allowing your back body to really soften and your shoulders to soften as well. I know from just working with different people that those of us who really like this pigeon pose really love it and crave it, and those who don't like it really don't like it. And that's okay. To come out of this posture, if you're facing the earth, start to bring yourself up onto tall arms and then roll towards your right side. And let your legs extend out in front of you, kind of widening your legs and pulling forward, finding a forward fold over your legs. And if you're in pigeon facing the sky and you're on your back, you can kind of unwind your legs and let them windshield wipe from side to side. And if you're going to come into the other side facing the earth, come back into your tabletop. This time, your Tootsie Roll blanket is going to be higher on the left and lower on the right. Coming into your tabletop, bring your knees together and extend your left leg behind you. That stretch your calf muscle. And then bring your foot between your hands and find that low lunge stretch, pulling your hips back. And you can always kind of roll around if you're on your back, but you like this stretch, you can go for it too. Or you could interlace your fingers, back of your left leg, and kind of straighten and bend that leg as you're lying on your back and your foot's towards the ceiling. That's another way to stretch back of that leg. And if you're facing the earth, you can walk your foot over towards the right and gently bring your hips down so that you have this support. It's kind of supporting your right hip a little higher on your left, that angle there. You might lift yourself up and then slowly make your way onto the support in front of you. And if you're facing the ceiling, you can cross your left ankle over your right knee and find that figure four stretch. Start to bring yourself back up and roll to the left, rolling onto your left bum and extend your legs out in front of you. You can fold forward. Maybe extend your arms out long. And then slowly bring yourself back up to a tall spine. And if you're lying on the ground, roll over and come up to a seat with your legs extended long. And we're going to draw a rainbow across the sky, getting a lateral stretch on each side. Maybe making your way into the space behind your shoulder blades. Coming back up to a tall spine. Help your knees to bend. Grabbing the inside of your knees is a great way to do that. We're going to start to set up for a supported twist, but it's going to be one that's we're going to lie on the ground for. I've got this blanket for under my spine, which I think is kind of nice. I happen to have a bolster that actually works really well for this. But something else that you can do is to take your blankets and fold one or two blankets kind of lengthwise. I'm just going to use one to show you because I'm going to use the other one for the back of my head. Getting a little bit of height under your hips, bringing your hips onto that blanket so that your sacrum is on it. So your sacrum's a little bit higher than the rest of your spine. Relaxing back. I have my pillow off to the right because this twist gonna let my legs come over to the right, and so that way they can land on that pillow. But also use another folded blanket or another pillow to place between your knees, shins, and ankles, which is what I'm going to do because that feels good to me. So got my sacrum, hips on this one folded blanket, folded in half. You could use more height, but this feels really good to me right now, and especially if you have any back issues, less is always more. And then let both knees fall to some support that's a little higher up as well. You can adjust your back. Maybe you turn your head to look over your left shoulder. You might have a throw pillow that you place under your left shoulder, or you bring your hands to your low ribs. That'll give you a little less intensity as well. So kind of playing around with what feels good to you, of course. twists are so nourishing for our spine and for the abdominal contents. Letting yourself relax, and I remove my glasses because they should. It's more relaxing that way. Deep breath and let it go. Bringing your head back to center and bring your knees to center. I'm actually going to keep my little pillow there and make sure my glasses are out of the way as I bring my bolster, my height over to the other side. A couple stacked blocks works, a couple folded blankets or pillows, and making sure that you feel good with your position of your sacrum on that little height under that folded blanket. Let your knees fall to the other side, and maybe you bring a little pillow under your right shoulder. You can let your hand rest on your ribs. What I'm gonna do, and as your hands rest on your body, just breathe into the space under your hands. And feel the warmth and gentle pressure of your hands. And sending love into your entire being. ground and press through your feet, lifting your hips, removing that blanket from under your hips. Return them to the ground, bringing your knees in and rock your knees from side to side, letting your head turn the opposite direction. Bring your knees into your chest with your hands on your knees, pressing your knees away and bringing them back in. And bring your feet to the ground and roll over to your side. And be there for a moment. Let your arms cross, your hands rub your upper arm. Even tap your shoulders, a little butterfly tap. Slowly roll forward to press yourself up to a seat. We're going to get ourselves ready for our flowing waterfall. And I want to give you a couple different options. You could always find hips on a wall. Not everybody has free wall space, but if you know hips on or legs up the wall and you love it, know you love it, you should always go for it if you have the opportunity. But if that is not an option, or you've got your chair and it seems like a fun idea to use your chair, go for it. I'm going to take a blanket and place it over my chair. I could even use your pillow if you especially have longer legs. The pillow can be really nice under your knees. Um, if you want a non-flowing option, it just depends on your spine and how your spine is. You might just have a regular blanket and it can be flat, and you can have a blanket for your head, lying back and letting your legs come over that support. That's a great way. And then I'll show you next the flowing option. So this is one option, just letting it happen like that. That can be quite nice. Another option is to let your body be elevated. Um, you can take this bolster is a really good way to do it. Having a bolster like this where you sit up on the bolster, and this you definitely would need a little extra height under the legs to bring the legs over, and your shoulders are going to come down to the ground, so it's a lot like a bridge pose kind of. And so this can be quite a big chest opener, but it might feel really good if you like that kind of a thing. Roll off of it. Another option, if this is just a lot, you could even do it, have the bolster um, kind of widthwise. So it becomes more like the sensation of hips on a block. So that's another option. So there's a couple different ways to do this. And another one that I would suggest would be to take your blanket and fold it, a more gentle version, but still having that chest opener, would be to take your blanket and to fold it, have it so that again, your shoulder blades would end up coming down to the ground like so, and your legs go all over that. And that can feel really nice too. I'm going to stick with that one because the bolster is a little high for me. And so getting yourself into this posture. Now, if you're on the bolster, you're on a little extra height, I'm going to give you the opportunity to come off of it. If you're pretty much like I am, or you just have a blanket under you and you don't have that kind of big, expansive chest opener happening, you could stay here for the rest of our time. So it's really up to you. But I would encourage you to get your blanket on, get your eye pillow, and we'll even go ahead and use some more of our aromatherapy here as well. If you haven't had enough of your aromatherapy, you can remove your glasses, you can grab your essential oil, rub your hands together, and breathe in a few nice, slow breaths of that essential oil. You might rub different area of your body, hips, really loving and rubbing my little abdomen with that root chakra essential oil. Go figure where you like, making sure you feel nice and comfy, cozy. Covering your eyes with your eye pillow. And take a deep breath and let it go. You might have your hands resting on your body. They are. You can envision a beautiful, bright, healing light sinking into your body through your hands, and expanding into every organ, every tissue, every cell. Having your legs elevated is a very therapeutic experience for your nervous system, for tired legs, excellent for the venous return of blood to your heart, pressure off of your heart. It encourages the return of lymph as well. Very nourishing for the water element, for your kidneys and urinary bladder, reproductive organs, our sense of creativity in general. You have quite a bit of height underneath of your back body. Might remove it now. You could press through your lower legs and lift your hips and then release everything back down. I'm taking that height out from under myself and just readjust. Get yourself nice and comfy, cozy. Maybe covering up with an extra blanket even. Allow yourself If it's time to transition, begin to deepen your breath. Make small movements with your fingers and your toes, and your wrists and ankles. Give yourself a full body stretch. Soften your eyes, keeping them closed as you remove your eyebrows. And then roll to your side and be there. Crossing your arms and rubbing your upper arms with your hands and giving them a squeeze. And slowly press yourself forward. Bring yourself up to a seat. Walk from side to side, from front to back. Rub your hands together, get them nice and warm. And bring a hand to your heart and a hand to your belly. Envision shining this beautiful healing light into your body through your hands. And it makes its way into each nook and cranny. And with it, it brings kindness, compassion, peace, and love. Thank you so much for taking time to care for yourself. Bring the palms of your hands together. The light in you sees and honors that light in you. Namaste. Thank you so much for your practice. I hope you have a peaceful rest of your day.